Okay, today guys we're going to talk about string dynamics on the electric guitar. The reason why we're going to mainly focus on the electric guitar is because an acoustic guitar is actually limited on the amount of string dynamics that it can physically do due to the fact that it is an acoustic instrument. You can get more string dynamics out of the electric guitar mainly due to the fact that it has pickups and you can run pedals and use your pedals as part of your string dynamic. Perfect example is electric guitar with distortion. Using string dynamics, you can get really good tones using the distortion versus playing clean on your electric guitar. This has to do a lot with string theory, not string theory per se as in the physics string theory. String theory as in string theory that applies to a musical instrument. It's basically the physics of string bending and like other electric guitar techniques. I'm going to post a white paper, link to a white paper down below in the description of this video. It's a really good white paper that you ought to read over if you're interested in this kind of stuff. If you're not interested in this kind of stuff, then I wouldn't read over it, if you know what I mean. A perfect example of string dynamics is, say you hear Brian May, the guitar player for Queen. When you hear his guitar tone, you know it's Brian May due to the fact that the string dynamics that he uses in his personal playing style to kind of give his guitar that violin sound. Another example is Eric Johnson. He's got a specific tone to his guitar playing style that you know it's Eric Johnson. Him and a lot of people that are really easy to pick out is like Steve Vai. Satriani's real easy to pick out because of the string dynamics they use in their playing style that makes them stand out as a guitar player. One of the easiest string dynamics to do is just distort your guitar. This actually has, turn it off real quick. I have a little bit of reverb on here, but when your guitar is distorted, it has a little bit more sustain to it than if it's clean. So if it was clean, it wouldn't ring out as long. To add to a distorted string dynamics, if you were going to add to it to make it your own, you could do small things like do vibrato by wiggling the string back and forth. And to further the dynamics, you could add natural harmonics or pinch harmonics with your playing style. So take something that this is with me doing minimal dynamics to just adding vibrato to adding a pinch harmonic. You can see how the dynamics add to your playing style. So you can take a simple lick like and change it into now on electric guitar you can actually add to your string dynamics by adding a pedal in. Like I have a pedal down there and I have reverb and I have distortion and I have a gate on my guitar. The gate's there to keep the guitar quiet when I'm not playing it. Depending on what style of music you're playing, gates can be good and gates can be bad. Usually whenever I'm recording or I do video, I have a noise gate on my guitar so I don't get unwanted hums and noises and all that stuff while I'm recording. To give y'all a demonstration of string dynamics, stuff like that Van Halen does, he's got his own little set of string dynamics. So he turns riffs from into, so all he's doing is adding his own dynamics on top of it by adding vibrato. You can take this pretty far when it comes to string dynamics. Electric guitars can sound as expressive and distinct as a human voice, unlike other more quantized instruments where pitch is a discrete function. So You can actually make your guitar sing. And part of that reason is why the guitar is such an attractive instrument to want to learn how to play. Small things in your playing style can actually lead to big things in a song. Anywhere from bending, doing string bends to like a whole step up, or doing stuff where you slide in. The more dynamic playing style you have, the more unique it is to you. A lot of people take the string dynamics to different heights with stuff. I can't demonstrate right now. I do have a guitar with whammy bar, but I don't have the whammy bar for it. One of the things that you can do on a guitar that has a Floyd Rose system or a whammy bar on the back is you can actually hit a harmonic and whack the whammy bar and it goes and that's a dynamic playing style. So like if you listen to Aviator by Polyphia, they use that little bounce of the tremolo bar through the entire song. That's part of the guy's playing style. Another example, using string dynamics, you can turn something like something like that. You can turn hammer-ons and pull-offs. You can mess around with stuff like that using string dynamics. I'm not sure if y'all understand even natural harmonics. An example of a guitar part that uses a lot of string dynamics. If you think the guitar sounds funny, guys, it's because it's tuned in B standard, so it's really low. It's tuned mainly that way so I can play my 7-string stuff while my 7-string isn't here. One of the songs that uses a lot of string dynamics, a lot of dynamic playing style, is the song Zero, I believe it's called Zero. Smash Pumpkin song. It has harmonics in it, and it's James's dynamic playing is what actually adds to Smashing Pumpkins. Like if you heard a Smashing Pumpkins song without the lyrics, you can pick it out that it's Smashing Pumpkins. Same as if you hear a Pink Floyd song, you can tell that it's Pink Floyd, even if you don't hear the words or you're not familiar with the song. Same thing goes for Eric Clapton and stuff like that. You can hear it and hear them in their playing style. That has a lot to do with string dynamics. If you've actually made it this far in the video, I'm sorry. That's just explaining some string dynamics. I mean, you got players like Dave Gilmour, Brian May, Steve Vai, Petrucci, Zappa, Satriani, all those guys. They figure out the string dynamics that they do that makes the guitar more versatile. I mean, you take a guitar and when it comes to dynamics, you figure out other stuff to do, like playing above the nut, or playing below the bridge whenever you have a bridge like that. There's stuff that you can do that you wouldn't normally do on a guitar. There's some guys that play slap on their guitar. There's other guys that use the chicken picking style where they go. Those are just examples. One of my things that I do is that I like to do stuff in threes. So like I said, read through this article if you are into this kind of stuff. There's not a lot of people that actually look deep into the guitar playing too far, and I think when you stop asking questions and asking what stuff is, that's the downfall, guys. The more you know, the better you off in your adventure in music. If you get a chance and you've actually watched this video and you actually want to know more about it, I will have this link in the description of this video and you guys can look it over. I mean, it goes pretty deep into it about, you know, it even has the mathematical equations for stuff for string bending, the materials and methods. It goes way deep into it. The bend angle, the relationship between the twain and explicitly calculated. The relationship between the twain can be explicitly calculated. The string is elongated along its vibrating length when bent, and by Hooke's law, the force and extension are related by. Then it has the equation down here. This goes way into the actual string theory on an instrument. It actually tells you how most players in standard configurations are like unlikely to exceed over 1.5 degrees on angled string bends. This gets way into it, guys. If you're not this far into guitars, into the guitar playing, you just want to learn how to play, disregard this video. When it comes to guitar playing, I take guitar playing and playing instruments very seriously. So I look way far into a lot of the theory of guitar. Some theory is not, or most theory is not needed at all when it comes to guitar playing, especially if you have an ear for it. If you have an ear for it, there's no reason in getting this deep. I like to further educate myself and know why things work and why things do the way they do, And part of it is because I do play guitar and I do repair instruments and I do a lot of setups. And action falls into a lot of the fretting force and bending force of string playing as it comes into play. I'll explain to you like fretting force. This is why I use this almost every day in setting up instruments. When it comes to fretting force, say you have one gentleman that wants his action set real low, and you can get your action real low if you play your fretting force on the strings are light. Then you get guys who play a little bit harder. The action, in my opinion, if they play pretty hard, needs to be set up a little bit. But what happens is depending on what fret wire you have on the instrument, the more you push down, the sharper the note will go. So a lot of this is having to do with string dynamics. So you learn from that note to when I push down, you can hear it go sharp. That's all my fretting hand. I mean, that's just me pushing down harder. I have set up instruments flat because the gentleman that plays them plays really hard and sharpens all the notes. That way he plays in tune. As long as he doesn't use the open notes, we're good. You can read through this. It has all the information about fretting force. Like I said, I use it almost every day on setting up guitars. It'll explain like the vibration pattern of a string is never in a circle. String vibration is always elliptical. So your string doesn't vibrate in a circle, it vibrates in an oval. It's an elliptical pattern. A lot of that falls into gauge of string, all that stuff. I have to use that all the time to set up action on guitars to get rid of buzzes. A buzz happens when the string touches the fret, comes in contact with one of the fret wires. That's getting way into it, guys. Like I said, if you want to know more about this kind of stuff, feel free to look at this article that I'm linking on the in the description. And if you have an idea for talking guitar video, guys, leave a comment down below. I don't know what y'all want to get into. The videos are going to be pretty random. I'm going to whatever I feel like talking about the guitar that day. I'm probably going to make a video of it. So let me know in the description down below, guys. This has been Talking Guitar with Sal. As always, guys, I'll see y'all next week.